the 20th of May, and we're going out for a weekend. So I'm just doing a quick tabletop view here of pretty much everything that's going in my pack, including tools. What I'm not showing you here is the food that I'm taking, and I'm not going to get out my sleeping bag. It's just basically an army issue summer lightweight sleeping bag, which is in the side rocket pouch of my Bergen. I haven't included my food in this shot here, and there is one other piece of kit which I'm testing out as a means of seating, bedding, insulation. Excuse the loud noise of the plane going past. I'm not too sure how that one's going to work out because it's quite big and bulky, but I'm just giving that a test at the moment to see how that works out. So I'll probably do another video on that one at a later date. So let's just go around and show you what we've got here to begin with. So basically everything is going into this pack here. I don't even know the literage of this Bergen, but that's quite a big pack. It's quite heavy, so I'm going to look at possibly changing this at some point within the not too distant future. On the side here is the rocket pack. That's got my sleeping bag in there. As I say, it's a lightweight summer sleeping bag. It's probably about 15-20 degrees now at the moment. And first other bit of kit is my wool blanket, which I'm either going to use to sort of go over me, or I might use it as an under blanket, maybe slip it in the pocket of the hammock. We'll see how that one works out. I'm going to try a couple of different configurations of that and see how that works. I'm not expecting to be cold this weekend, to be honest with you, but there you go. So I've got my video camera, which is going to go in this pouch here. That's going to go on the belt. I've got the small GorillaPod tripod, pair of gloves for any woodworking that I'm going to do, carving, etc. 2 water bottles. These are the SIG ones, which I picked up for £3 a bottle. So I've got a litre of water in each of those. That's 2 litres of water I'm taking in there, plus my brew kit, which has got another just over a litre of water in there, in the Guide Designs bottle. Windshield for the Tatonka. I'm using the Tatonka burner again. We are going to have a fire in the woods. We're going to the woods. We've got permission to have a fire. So I'll be using the hobo stove. I'm going to be doing a video on that one as well, because somebody requested to see that one up close and personal. I've got a ground blanket. I always take this one. I've had this one with me for years. I've got some bug spray. This is a really good, reliable one I got from Egypt, so I'm taking that along. There's the hammock. I've got the Maxpedition Mini Roly-Poly dump pouch. That's coming with me as well. There's the Husqvarna hatchet. I'm going back to this mess tin because the food I've prepared for this trip out is just going to be warmed through, so it's just literally a case of dumping it in there and just warming it all through. Then I've got the tarp, kneel pad, my moccasins, which always come with me as well. I like to, anybody that knows any previous videos I've done likes to know I like to get my boots off, and I take a pair of moccasins. To be honest with you, the weight that these things are, as opposed to the comfort that they give me in the evenings just walking around camp, are superb. Then I've got the survival kit, my Mora 740 stainless steel, the folding knife, the DC4 sharpening stone. I've got my crook knife in the Ben Orford, or actually made by Lewis Orford, in its brand new leather sheath. I'll be doing a review on the leather work soon, guys, as well, from Lewis Orford. New little piece of kit I picked up from Highlander. It's just a little folding chair. I have seen one of these on a video before, but I thought I'd pick one up, and I picked this up for about £3, so I'm just going to be testing that out. There's the shovel in its little pouch as usual, some tent pegs to guy the tarp down, and basically that's pretty much it. So I've just got to add, there's quite a bit there, but I'm going to be testing a few bits as well as using a few bits. So that's the kit, guys. It's all going to be packed away, and we're off this afternoon. So next time you see me will be when we're walking up to our chosen site. And what you're looking at there is where we got dropped off, down the bottom, down a little country lane, and we've just done a couple of yards up to a very steep track, and let's take you with us. There's Lee. Say hello, Lee. This is it, guys. Onwards and upwards, and I reckon this is probably about a 1 in 15 climb, and you can see we've got a fair amount of kit with us this time around. Lee's got his Bergen on and carrying a few supplies. and basically I've got the Scarpa boots on, the Bridgedale socks, the Crag Hoppers trousers, and I'm just wearing a t-shirt at the moment with my Possibles jacket on. There's my pack, and I stuck the bandana around because it gets a bit sweaty at this bit. So got a few things to test out with me as well, guys, this time around. So let's turn you back round. It's getting quite thick up round this way, so there you go, and I'll come back to you again when we find a campsite. Hey guys, so we've reached where I think we're going to pitch up for the next 2 nights. We've done a bit of a scout round. There's a couple of trees with some larger branches, some beech that are well known to shed their branches. So we've gone around some smaller beech ones, and we've had a good look up above. There doesn't seem to be any widowmakers up there. So we've chosen a couple of nice looking trees, a good space apart, that we're going to tie up to, and that's that. So next thing, I think we're just going to crack on and get the tarps up and the hammocks, and then go about the chores of finding our firewood for the night. We're not going to have a big fire tonight. It's just going to be a sort of star fire to keep it burning just in the middle and feed the logs in as we go. You can probably hear the birds in the background. So there you have it, guys. We'll crack on. I'm not going to waste any of your time showing you different knots and all that kind of business on the setup. We're just going to crack on, and I might take the camera and just show you how we've set up a bit later on. Right guys, so we've arrived at camp. There's my brother processing some wood for the fire. I thought I'd just start getting a little bit of footage of the camp, around camp, because the light level's coming down a bit now. I don't actually know what time it is, but I don't think it's going to be long before it gets dark. So basically this is where we've chosen. I'm strung up like this at the moment, not totally finished, but I thought I'd just get in there quick and just show you how we've set up. I've still got to tighten a few things up and that sort of thing. So I'm in the hammock, sleeping bag's in there, so you can see the tarp. Essentially I've just strung the top up with the Siberian hitch, run all the way along the ridge line there, and just put the tightening hitch at the end. Let's go around and show you. So tightening hitch and then a half hitch to secure it. A little bit of a tree hugging. That's a really thick paracordy style rope, which I use as like a tree hugger. Lesson for you there, guys. You know, it's one of those things. But one of the carabiners, I'd lost it, or it'd fallen out of the bag somewhere. So when I eventually found it, I'd already strung the hammock up. So I thought I'd just, you know, leave it as it was. It's fine, not a problem. The straps on the other end, you probably see the straps on the other end are taking a lot of the strain around the tree anyway, so there's no problems. And then basically I've just strung the roof up to that tree across there, again with another Siberian hitch. You can probably see that in the tree there, and then through these little branches here I've strung the tarp up to that tree. So I've got a raised roof. We're going to have basically the fire right in the middle here, in the middle of both of us. Cleared a nice bit of area out, so Lee's just processing the wood. He's just sort of done a little bit of a diamond configuration for his tarp, and then hammocks laying in and then underneath we've got these things here, which we're just trialling as a new piece of equipment, just to see whether it's worth putting this sort of thing in into the bag or not. Essentially what they are blow up sort of inflatable bed style things, and you can either use them as a bed to keep you know, raise yourself off the ground if you need to sleep on the ground, or alternatively you've got a couple of straps, which means you can fold them in half and sit on them as chairs. We found that they don't sort of stay up as they are, so we're toying around with putting the packs underneath, just to keep them upright. So we're going to try them out, see what they're like. Hopefully they'll be pretty comfortable, and that's about it. So we'll catch you a bit later on when we've settled down and maybe got some grub on the go, maybe a brew, might even have a beer, who knows.